Hello and welcome to, to the Patreon exclusive edition of Black, White, and Red all over.
Look on Jeremy's face. It's just like confusion and disgust all at the same time.
That was oh man.
Oh no, I gotta dig it. So
that was a good one. That was a good one. It was like I'm Victor Dandridge. This is patient zero over here.
Hello.
That was good. Oh man, that was amazing. On this momentous night,
Yes.
You've got Detective Comics 1000
Yep.
going on sale at midnight, and we're gonna spoil some of
yeah.
it because why not?
Yeah. Celebrate 80 years of the Dark Knight.
Right.
This thing is thick. There's like 96 pages.
Yeah, this is a,
No
this
ads
is a heavy.
even, I don't think.
No, I mean, I actually don't think there's a single ad in there. So that's a lot of story here. Many talented creators.
Yeah.
We're gonna cherry pick a couple of our favorite stories to share with you guys, to spoil for you guys before you get this. And it's really kind of cool to see, really how epic this whole experiment is,
and how many different takes there are on Batman.
Yeah.
Because we're for me personally, I always look at Batman as this very dark character.
right?
But some of the creators in here have put a spin.
That you see him in a totally different
Yeah,
light,
like,
totally
wow.
different light. And what I love is that they went for marquee creators who have had phenomenal runs or associations with Batman, which I think is important. Like it really highlights and kind of forces you to go back and look over the 80 years as to which characters or which creators have done the best work for the Batman. So the first one that I want to read is Manufactured for Use. It's written by Kevin Smith.
Yes.
With art by Jim Lee. That's a cool thing. So it's the second story in the book. I don't even know. Like, are we just gonna go through what we see like we normally do?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. I don't see why not.
All right. So we start off with a circus, right? And the audience is running like mad folk. And at the epicenter, right there in center ring, is Batman beating the holy bejesus out of Joker. Joker is clearly holding something rotten.
Yeah.
Don't even know what it is, but Batman's punching him in the face.
It appears there are dead clowns, which
Yeah.
I'm okay with because clowns are scary.
But come on, man. Not in
Yeah.
front of the babies.
That's true.
Not in front of the babies. That's not okay. Joker, of course, signature Joker move, goes for his posy. Squirtle.
Acid
and
or something.
It's an acid shot to the chest right there on the bat symbol. And, Bats is like, suck.
Yeah.
But then we change scenes.
Yeah.
Like
a hard shift to something else.
super hard. Not even establishing where we are. And it's this classic disguise. I mean, if you're a Batman fan, you know who this is. Where this seedy shop owner asks, "You Malone?" Like, isn't that deep?
Yeah, it had to be.
Who you? Yeah. What is this? And Matches Malone, who gets his name because he chews on matches. Don't do that, children. That's a bad idea.
It's you get
something
splinters and
definitely.
Yeah, it's just
burn lips. It sucks. And he's asking about this thing called the Gotham Gift Shop.
Yeah, which this is new. Like I'm not familiar with.
Never heard of this before, but I love this concept.
Yeah,
I absolutely love this concept. And the shop owner's like, "No, this isn't." But doot, 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 secret door opens, and they step into this room.
Yeah.
And the Gotham Gift Shop is essentially like a trader's market for left behinds from crimes in Gotham.
Yeah. Like souvenirs from the Joker, from Riddler.
Yeah.
Like it's just Mad Hatter. Like it's so
Kite Man. Like all kinds of stuff.
Because you got to think there'd be tons of stuff left behind.
Right.
And there are people that would want to own it. Like me.
I mean, I'm just saying, you're not wrong. You're not wrong at all. And this is kind of a brilliant idea. Like to look at, this is how seedy Gotham is. Like even the artifacts of crime people want. Like, wait, this is, Mad Hatter was wearing this when Batman chucked the Batarang at his face. That's awesome. Give me that.
Done. Mission accomplished.
Give me. And the shop owner begins to explain exactly that. Like all these items here are, trinkets of things left behind literally from the act of crimes of Gotham's greatest villains, Batman's greatest rogues gallery. Really kind of looking at the stuff that the police didn't confiscate.
Yeah.
We go as far as Penguin's umbrella that has like a nice little knife point in it that, again, bats get stabbed in the chest, man. Like, what's up with that?
Oh, and it's all drawn by Jim Lee. It's just absolutely breathtaking.
Absolutely gorgeous. This one I thought was particularly messed up. Mr. Freeze is essentially at the Gotham SeaWorld.
Yeah.
And he's frozen dolphins in mid-jump.
That's messed up.
That is cold, man. Like, they already suffer getting in the tuna nets, and you gonna do them like this?
Not okay.
Come on, not okay at all. Yet again, we see bats taking an ice gun shot to the chest, but Batman prevails as always, headbutting Mr. Freeze. I feel like that's not a smart move.
Probably not. Like, he's got that tank, that like Mysterio dome.
Like
going on.
It's like a ding, and I don't see that going well. It's bad. All right, so Matches is like, look, I'm not into this cosplay stuff. Stop showing me costumes. I don't care about that. Give me the goods, the real goods.
There's one thing I came for.
Right. He's like, I emailed you, okay? Like, I called ahead. Come on. Dude is like, you know what? You're right. You're a true crime fan. Like, this was a test. He wanted to see.
Yeah.
And again, I love how he's like, look, we get a lot of people that, suddenly find out about this thing, that they've got the money to play, and they're willing to just go for those little flashy things.
Yeah.
They listen to that podcast. This is where it gets crazy. Like, Kevin Smith writing this one, I think this is really kind of fun. What is it? What's it called? The Insider documentary about any whack packer.
Yeah.
Like, whack packer. That's a word. I'm using that from now on. Or, let's see. Or they remember the Rogues Remember podcast, the one everybody loves so much, right up until the host got killed by Clayface.
Yeah.
Okay, so
is that like a secret shout out to the last podcast on the left?
It's gotta be, like,
which is a great podcast if you're into whack packers.
Like Fat Man Beyond, maybe. Like, this is how Kevin Smith is telling us that podcast is gonna end. Is Clayface is gonna get him
by a Clayface cosplayer?
Actually, I would pay good money for someone to cosplay as Clayface.
I've
never seen that. That's awesome.
Sweet, actually.
So dude is like, so you were looking for the Gotham guns, right? He's like, I got Gotham guns.
Yeah.
And he's talking about like some of the most famous guns in Gotham's history.
Yeah.
Clearly, if you're a fan, you know where this is going.
Yeah.
You already know. And he's like, he's got like this one jammed over on the Riddler. Over there, we got the twin guns that Two-Face used. And Matches is like, what about that one?
Yeah.
And he's like, what's this? He's like, you remember the Wayne murders? This the one. This the one that killed the Waynes. And he's describing like what happened.
Yeah.
And
the use of these other villains to because you got Bane. Yeah.
Yeah, we got this is the Whitening guy. What was his name? What was his
no, my brain was
Cacophony.
Yeah.
There we go. Yep. Cacophony is shooting Batman in the chest. Bane hitting him in the chest, double fist style. We've got Firefly shooting again, hitting him in the chest. And he's like Wayne Enterprises, that, and he's like, yeah, this is the gun that did him in. And dude is like, I just want $1,000 for it. Matches tosses him $1,500. There you go. Dude is like, you come back anytime you want to.
Yeah.
This place is wide open for you.
Connoisseur.
This is it. And again, we get this montage of all the times Bats has taken an L straight on the bat symbol. Boom, boom, boom. And this is where it becomes the most significant story. Because at first I'm like, where is this going? I don't get it. So we're in the Batcave, and Bruce Kowloff has the gun in a sacred case, and it's Alfred that's like, you found it. Look, we've done some things, right? Like, the penny was weird. I helped you bring in the dinosaur and it threw my back out.
Yeah.
Still not happy about that. But this might be a little much.
Yeah.
Like, this is morbid.
It's the gun that killed your parents, dude.
Like, that's not okay.
Yeah.
That's not okay. But the beauty of it is Batman always has a plan.
Yeah.
Like, always. And what he explains is, this is actually, like, the reason why I'm getting this is it possibly destroyed many lives, not just mine. Like, it broke my heart, even though it was never pointed at me. This thing broke my heart.
Yeah.
And what I'm about to do is I'm going to make sure that it never, ever hurts a single person again. So he melts it down and forges it into his chest plate. So all the times that we've seen where he's been assaulted across the chest and the bat symbol has been ripped away, exposing that metal piece that we all know is there to protect him.
That's where it comes from.
That's the remains of the gun that killed his parents.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Which is insane.
Holy crap. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
I
wonder how long Kevin has had that under his hat.
Right. Because that's one where I was like, oh.
Right? Do you, is it something he's had for a while, or do you get like a phone call from DC like, hey, you wanna do
a Batman thing? Hey, you had a heart attack. You got anything about the heart? I don't know. I don't know. But that one, yeah, that was a good one.
That was a real
good one.
Because the next one up in the sequence,
I want to do this one too.
Oh,
I really did. The Legend of Newt Brody, Paul Dini, Dustin Nguyen. I've wanted to do that to him forever, and I'm afraid it'll get me tased and restrained.
Yeah.
Maybe in that order, maybe not. All right, so we get a 9-panel grid of who's who of Batman rogues.
Yeah.
Harley, Mad Hatter, Penguin, Riddler, Poison Ivy, Tweedledum, Tweedledee, and they're asked a question.
Yeah.
And clearly they're all responding to who someone is.
Yeah.
Harley can't figure it out. Mad Hatter's like, idiot. I'm glad he's dead. You're like, dang, whoa.
Like, that's harsh even by Batman's
right, like, slow down,
standards.
Man. Slow down. Penguin says he's never heard of him. Riddler says, oh, now that was a story. I know that guy. And Poison Ivy's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure I killed him. Tweedledum, Tweedledee, a lunkhead, a moron, fool, clod. Clearly, they're on the same page about how they feel about him.
Tomax and Zaymont.
Yep. Then again, we have Poison Ivy like, yep, no, I know, Newt Brody. Oh yes, I killed him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mad Hatter says like he's the absolute worst, and even acknowledges that he's had some crappy henchmen.
Yeah.
He's had some bad ones. Harley's like, I don't know who you're. Oh, wait a minute. A minute. I know who you're talking about. That guy. So this is so good. They are called leg breakers, hired muscle, torpedoes, goons, gunzels, by any other means, henchmen. You never fail to see them, right? Like, I mean, going back to Batman 66, when these guys would have themed goons show up. You know how much money I would have to be paid to be one of the goons?
Right. Who takes these jobs?
Condiment man's like, I need a salt and pepper. You get the finger.
Yeah.
You get the finger. I'm not. There's no way. I don't even care what my cred needs to be. I'd beat up Condiment Man, like on site.
Like, is that how you get your foot in the door? Like
maybe.
But like, who wants to work for the Joker? Who? There's no dental plan on this earth
that's worth it. You're not gonna make it. You're not gonna make it. So all these guys are, I mean, basically talking about how all these henchmen are, flunkies, like worst of the worst. But then there's Newt Brody. Newt Brody is like the most horrible henchman to ever exist.
Yeah.
He is like, if there's something that went wrong with a crime, it's not that Batman stopped you.
It was Newt.
It was Newt.
And it was Newt, as we will soon see.
Yes. So Harley begins to tell a story about a crooked politician that wanted to win an election, but he thought, maybe he wouldn't get the votes on his own.
Yeah.
Like, maybe not. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hire the Joker to poison gas one voting facility. Then other people will be too scared to go vote.
Yeah, I wouldn't go there. I mean, I might get poisoned.
Right. So I'm clearly going to win, and it's going to be awesome. This is my plan. It's the Joker. Who hires the Joker?
Yeah.
What in your wrongest mind, who hires the Joker?
Do you find, like, how do you even do that?
I don't know. Like that's a Craigslist I don't even want no parts of.
Yeah.
I wouldn't put a profile up. There is no way. And Joker, of course, being Joker, decides that he's going to gas all of them.
Yeah.
why stop at one?
Yeah.
That's not funny.
Yeah. I mean, you're already making the batter. Why just have one cupcake?
Thank you.
Make a whole tray.
Make a whole tray, man. Or four. Whatever.
Yeah.
If I got the eggs, I got the flour.
Right.
What am I supposed to do?
Do it.
So Brody was left out back to drive the getaway truck for the elephant and donkey. Why? Because this is a politically motivated crime. You can't take out the politics. So Joker is clearly riding in on an elephant, Joker for president,
yep.
and Harley on a donkey, Harley for vice.
Mm-hmm.
They are nuts. They're absolutely nuts.
Yeah.
You gotta love them. Batman and Robin appear, of course. Not gonna let that slide. Joker, though, had rigged everything to a detonator.
Yeah. And
like a genius, knowing that Batman was gonna focus on him, he gives the detonator to Harley. He was like, here, hand him my light work.
Just push the button.
That's all you gotta do. Doot, doot, doot. Ha-ha. Everybody's laughing. Perfect. But Robin all of a sudden appears. Dun dun dun. Boy Wonder style. Wait, where does Kid come from? And good old Brody Nooches, calls himself helping.
Yeah. He tried. He gave it
He did try.
He gave it his best.
He gave it the old 4th grade try. Takes a chuck swing with the sign, Harley for Vice, at Robin. But he misses. And conks Harley out cold. But conks her so hard that she like literally flings the detonator backwards, and it lands in Batman's hands. What? I
love Joker's reaction, though. It's not even to salvage the situation.
Joker shoots him 3 times. Not even like, he ain't gonna look. When you have a joke that ruined, there's no other recourse. I gotta shoot you.
Yeah,
I gotta shoot you, man.
I got the donkey. I got the elephant. The
Come
elephant
on.
was so hard to get.
Thank you. Like, do you know what level of training Joker had to undergo to train the elephant? Like, come on, man.
Yeah, Newt
That's
gotta
not
go.
easy.
Newt gotta go.
You got it. All right. Everybody thought he was dead, but apparently he survived because a year later he's back on the scene.
Yep.
Similar circumstance where Kite Man gets caught in a tree. Clearly, it's Newt trying to cut him down because Newt did something. Mr. Freeze gets frozen by his own gun.
Yeah.
That Newt is holding. So bad. Mad Hatter is expressing his dismay because he had a piece.
Yeah.
Newt was going to be the dormouse with the hair. And wait, what's the other one? Is it fox? What is it? Where is it at? Dormouse. I think there's 3 of them, right? It's the dormouse, hair, and Hatter. Hatter, hair, and dormouse. There we go. Classic trio right out of the book. You have read the book. You know what? The notion that they're prereqs for being a henchman sometimes is necessary.
Yeah.
It's very necessary. I'm just saying. But unlike the dormouse, Newt is supposed to stay vigilant and awake.
Yes. He only had 2 jobs.
So, yeah. It says Tweedledee and Tweedledum are reiterating the story. It says, we're not at it 5 minutes before the GCPD comes smashing through the windows, followed by a blasted Batgirl with Brody in handcuffs, not a mark on him.
Yeah.
Why? Because he fell asleep.
Took a nap.
He fell asleep, just like the dormouse did. Literally, they were going to kill him in the car. Like, literally, as the cops were taking him to jail, they were trying to get at him, but because they were restrained, it saved him.
Dude, how angry do you have to be like, you know what? We're going to get caught. We're going to get convicted. We got to kill him.
We got to kill him.
We got to kill him.
Got to kill him. Kick him. Something. Help me reach him. Greatest thing in the world. The Riddler. Riddler sets a death trap. It's this like maze that's going to keep shifting and forming, and Batman will get caught forever, and it's going to be amazing, and no one can stop it but me because I'm the one with the code. No one else knows it. Batman gets to him, grabs Newt, and is like, "What's the code?" And Newt blurts it out.
Yeah.
7982. Riddler's like, what? How? What? How did you even know? Like, I was the only one. stupid Riddler wrote it down on a piece of paper.
Well, the thing is, Newt was like going next level. Like he's the henchman you want in this moment, in the sense like, okay, that's got to be something important.
Got to be something important, and you might need it. You might need it. Riddler left it in his coat, and as Newt was doing something, it fell out, and so he saw it and was like, "Yo, this might be important. Yeah, I better memorize this." So he did. Mm-hmm. And Riddler's like, "And you just told him?" And Newt looks at Batman. He looks at Riddler and says, "He's scary." Dude is honest. He's living his truth, okay? Newt Brody is telling the truth here. In which case, Riddler tries to beat him to death with the Riddler cane. Luckily, Batman's there, and that's not an issue. Yeah, real quick. Although he does get a couple whacks in. Yeah. He's on the second thought, I would have killed Brody too. Yeah, true. Yeah. True, because like you literally just gave it away.
This maze looks sweet.
Oh my god!
Like, I want to read this story
just to try to figure out where we're going with this, because this is absolutely awesome. So then we have Poison Ivy, who was working on the worst of worst poisons. Yeah, I mean we're talking super toxic. Everyone's got a hazmat suit but her. Yeah, right. Like this is bad, and she hired Brody to help. Get rid of the extra wood, the poisoned wood, to get rid of it. And, oh my God. He burnt down her lab. With some story. He was apologizing, some tears maybe, he was trying to heat up a sandwich on a Bunsen burner.
As one does.
And somehow he burned down the lab. Yep. Ivy.
We've all been there.
Have we? I don't know. Hold on now. I gotta tap out on this one. I don't know. Ivy, in her pissed off state, dusts him. Literally hits him with the gas. So she's like, look, I know I killed him. Yeah. Because that you don't come back from that. Like that's what that is. And then we get this scene. This is so messed up. We get this scene from inside the Batcave, and it's the Bat family watching videos that are confessionals from people explaining about Newt Brody. And I mean, we've got it looks like Dick's here. We've got Jason, maybe Tim. There's Barbara, and they're like, "Yeah, you do if you've taken your antidote in advance and also wear nose plugs." Yeah, and even Alfred's walking by is like, it's imperative to be properly fortified when masquerading as the infallacious Mr. Brody. Still, I must admit, Joker's bullets did sting. Even Alfred's getting in on this.
Yeah, they're just clowning.
They are straight clowning these guys, because you realize that this henchman is actually members of the Bat family in disguise this entire time. Yeah. Oh my God. And the last one to volunteer to want to do it, of course, is Damien, who comes in as Newt Brody Jr. Dude, that's the level of trolling on that one. Yeah. That's a Batman animated episode that we never got, and I'm so disappointed. Because, wow. That is up there with Almost Got Him in terms of how hilarious that is. The entire Bat family is trolling all of Gotham's criminals. Yeah.
It's so brilliant. Like, I'd be so pissed.
Oh my God.
I'd be like, you, what?
What? Why did you do that? I was making a sandwich, and he's the Forrest Gump of henchmen. Yeah. Because he just kind of Forrest Gumps his way through everything. Yeah. And then when you find out at the end that it's friggin' a member of the Batman family, you're just like,
was it at first like this is the way we're gonna infiltrate? And we're gonna knock this thing off the tracks, and then
it just kept doing it.
Yeah, like whose turn is it? Like, oh man,
it's my turn. Yeah. Oh wait, if you mess up on a case, do you have to go undercover as Newt Brody? Because you know something's gonna happen that's bad to him. He's either gonna get shot, beaten, or something's like, you were supposed to be.
Well, that's the other thing. Like Batman is standing there while Alfred's getting shot.
Right.
He's standing there while God, Riddler is
beating Batgirl. This might be a punishment. It's like, Alfred, my tea was cold. Well, I'm sorry, Master Bruce.
You're getting the Newt. You're getting the Newt Brody.
I'm going to turn you into a Newt. I got better. Oh, my God. That is so genius. All right. What's the next one that you want to do?
All right. I want to do, I know.
Oh,
The Tale
such a
by
good one.
Brian Michael Bendis,
Yes.
Alex Maleev, and Josh Reed.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So it starts off. There's like a cliff. There's like a mansion or something in the background, and there is a hobbled, hunched over old man walking up this beach towards another older man that's in a wheelchair.
Mm-hmm.
And the hunched over guy that's walking is making noises like wep wep wep, and he asks the guy in the wheelchair, "Do you recognize me? You recognize me? Oswald Cobblepot. It's been a while." So it's the Penguin is talking to this old dude, and the Penguin clearly knows who this guy in the wheelchair is, and he knows it's Bruce Wayne, and he's like half villain monologuing, half taunting, and half almost confessing in a way.
That was a good part.
And will become the story is basically as Cobblepot's next page, splash page, Batman doing the iconic landing on people, the cape flowing, Cobblepot and his weaponized penguins.
This is straight out of Batman Returns.
It really is.
Wow.
It really is. And we get to the next page, and it's the Rogues Gallery, and they're all sitting around, and they're having this conversation. They're trying to figure out who Batman is. Let's see what we got. Maybe if we all came together, we could figure out a way to finally put down the Batman. The conversation always turned to who is he? Batman must be someone in the real world. He must have another identity. And people start throwing ideas out like, how much money would it take to actually be Batman? Well, Lex Luthor?
Maybe.
Like, that's really crazy. Like, is he actively working against himself?
Right? Like, that doesn't work.
Yeah, I mean, there's questions. And Cobblepot, as everybody is talking about it and throwing out ideas, he's just sitting there and it clicks. It's Bruce Wayne.
It's got to be. It's got to be.
You almost never see them in the same place at the same time. Who has the money to do it? And it shows where he's standing out in the rain, staring at a Bruce while he's on a date. He's looking at pictures from the murder of his parents. He's walking through the rain. In another scene, he's looking up and he's seeing the bat signal. And so he tells the other rogues, like, Bruce Wayne is Batman. That's got to be it. And they just are like, oh, that's ridiculous, because you once held the ridiculous man for ransom, really. And they're just like, they're heckling him, and he's just sitting there because he knows he's taking the verbal abuse, and he starts thinking to himself, I spent every dime. I strapped every bomb to every penguin I could get my hands on, and we descended on the gaudy Wayne Manor in those ridiculous columns. I was there,
ready.
Because it's Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, if he knows it.
Yeah, you attack him at home.
What's he gonna do?
Yeah. And so he's like, in the modern time, he is right in Bruce's face. The mansion was filled with every single important person in Gotham. I was about to launch an attack on Bruce Wayne and end the Batman and everything he represents. Boom. I was just about to do it, to give the order, and it hit me. Bruce Wayne is the only thing keeping me alive.
Whoa.
Because what if he's wrong? What if he's wrong? What if Bruce Wayne isn't Batman, but he's the only thing that tethers Batman to some
monochrome, of restraint.
Yeah.
Like,
because it could go wrong. We all have missed. Superman missed. If I missed this time and destroyed Bruce Wayne, but not Batman, Batman without Bruce Wayne? Nose to nose, I looked at Batman in the eyes and seen the edge of madness. Without the distraction of his secret identity, without the tether to actual humanity, I'm dead. We're all dead and Batman wins. Because if Bruce Wayne's gone, even if he is Batman, if Bruce Wayne doesn't exist,
he doesn't have to keep it going.
Batman
he can be Batman 24/7.
Yeah.
And that's dangerous.
With no repercussions. And he's just Joker, like not Joker. Penguin is like, it's just the way Maleev draws it. Like, you can see like the spittle.
Right.
It's like,
it's so
disgusting, even by Penguin standards.
Right.
And he's finger raised, and he starts to yell at Bruce. I knew, and now you know, the only reason you're still alive is because I'm smarter than you. I win. Or so he thinks. So he gets tasered by Bruce Wayne in a wheelchair.
From the wheelchair.
Yep. And the entire time, and like, Bruce had spent years pretending to be mute, that he couldn't talk, that something had happened, stroke or something. And he just tells him, well, like, Cobblepot's just twitching on the ground. I knew you knew, Oswald. That's so Batmanian.
So bad.
That he knows.
I know you knew that.
Yeah, like, next level. Same way I knew what a coward you were. Right? Like, I knew you weren't going to do it.
Yeah, I knew you wasn't going to do it. Just like I knew you were going to wait till you thought what I couldn't do, you were going to approach me about it.
Good visit. As police are carrying Cobblepot away. That's so meta. Like, when you know
right
that somebody knows, but you also know
they ain't gonna do nothing about it.
That's power.
They ain't gonna do nothing about it. Like that's literally like I'm doing this. I see you see me, and I go, "What's up?" You're like, okay,
because you're not gonna do anything.
Not doing nothing.
Oh, so awesome.
Not doing nothing. All right, so
I think there's a couple. I mean, there's a whole bunch of really good.
There's a lot of really good ones here.
The precedent for me, I really dig because it takes that connection he has to Dick Grayson,
which is important.
Yeah. So James Dean IV is the writer. Alvaro Martinez Bueno is the penciler. And it starts off in somewhere in the Wayne Manor, maybe a study, and Alfred's dusting while talking to Bruce. And so Bruce opens it up with, "I'm worried about the precedent this sets." And Alfred's, "Aren't we a little late for that? You already brought him into the manor. He knows your secret. He has made his decision." But Bruce isn't there. He's like,
sure.
But I haven't made mine. Which
that's deep, man. How are you going to expose your identity, but you haven't made your decision yet? Are you going to kill him? Like, what are you going to do?
What do you do? I mean, he's already an orphan.
Right.
And
it's so dark, man. It's so dark.
No,
that's why it's Patreon only. Okay, there we go.
And so Alfred, Bruce he's right. He says, "Alfred, he's a boy. This is his life we're talking about." Like, so even if Grayson is on board,
right? They're the adults that need to really think this through. Like this is Bruce in that one moment of still being a sane individual that says, maybe I shouldn't bring a kid into this.
Because you got a kid who's recently orphaned.
Right.
They were part of the circus. They're skilled with trapeze and they're fearless. They've got their entire future. They don't know what real danger is.
Right.
Even when it's right there. Of course, like if you ask like a kid, like, dude,
you want to be Robin? Yes, I want to hang out with Batman. Let's go.
Yeah. But Batman knows. He knows how bad you can get beaten, how quickly you can be killed. And so he's talking this over with Alfred. And one of the really interesting things that Alfred starts pointing out is you can give him closure, a way past that sacrifice of his parents. And what the little things, friendship, romance, they'll be easier than they ever were for you. So it's this chance that the death of Grayson's parents helps him become a hero, but a hero in a light way as opposed to with Bruce.
Yes.
It's very dark.
Shrouded in darkness, dwells in it even.
Yeah.
That somehow Bruce, having been through that, will help steer Dick away from it, and therefore Dick will be a better hero.
Yeah. But this life, Alfred, the darkness, the city can be overwhelming, all-consuming. Alfred responds with, "It will look different in the eyes of a young man. He will see the excitement, the adventure, and he will help you see it too."
That's the most important part. Like, because you have to wonder, like, as caring and awesome as Alfred is, why did he co-sign on Robin? Like, I've always said, like, it's not the first person that comes with a crazy idea that's the problem. It's the person that co-signs it.
Yeah.
Right? And you can't even count Dick as the co-signer because he's a kid.
He's a kid.
He's a kid. Of course he's going to co-sign that. But for Alfred to be like, all right,
let's do
this.
That's
what we're going to do. He had to see something that was beneficial.
Yeah.
The idea that it's going to save Bruce is huge.
And it does. And they start showing like different scenes where like up to where current where he's Nightwing, and he's the heir apparent to Batman, and just and what about the others? This is an interesting point because they both had the foresight to know that
this isn't going to stop.
Yeah, because once you start down that path, and Bruce says, "And what about the others?" Alfred's like, "The others," is a question. Bruce responds with, "We can't fool ourselves into thinking this will be the only time we'll see that look in a young person's eye and know we have to do something.
Yes.
Why take him in and turn the rest away? That's the precedent, Alfred. That's my worry."
That's a brilliant question.
Yeah.
A brilliant question. And knowing the legacy that follows the Robin line, it's a real point. And it's, again, Batman always has a plan. He thought about it.
Yeah.
But this is why Dick Grayson is my favorite.
He's so important.
What happens next?
Yeah. So out of nowhere, Dick Grayson comes like doing a somersault from the ceiling, and he says, "Then we help them find a better path. together. So it's like we're a team.
Yes.
And he then points up to the chandelier. He's like, you should look up more often. Those chandeliers can support a lot of weight, which...
That's pretty funny. How long was he up there?
Yeah.
Like he's been on the ceiling this entire time.
Heard the entire conversation. Got the drop on bats.
Right.
Like, that's crazy.
I mean...
Yeah, and he's like, all I'm saying is that the cat's out of the bag. It has been since you put on a cape.
Since you first put on a cape.
Yeah. That's crazy. And he said, and Grayson goes on to say, I'm not the precedent. You are. And you're just the start. You're showing everyone a new way to fight back. People are going to notice. People are going to act. So let's show them how to do it right.
Okay.
Which gives, like...
such a brilliant end to that story.
Yeah.
This is why James Tynion IV is one of my favorite writers these days.
Yeah.
Because he knows what he's doing in such a cool way.
Yeah, the entire thing's awesome.
Oh.
And if you're just like, oh, it's just an issue 1000, if you're a speculator, it is also the first partial appearance of the Arkham Knight.
Yes.
So
that's going to be a thing. So this is going to be a really good one to have in your collection, something to read.
Really good. Like there wasn't a single story in here that I was just like,
no, this was some
really
good stuff.
solid.
This was some good. Actually, no, I will take that back. There was a line here that in this particular story, written by Christopher Priest, art by Neil Adams. I had a problem with this segment right here. So you see that, and you see this.
Yeah.
And they said, there. Where is that? Where's that at?
The only place I can think of is in the...
But
then why would you even look? Like, how you doing, corpse?
Oh, okay, ladies and gentlemen. And on that one, that's the end of our Patreon exclusive episode. Wow! That's not even a pocket. I'm never going to...
All whitey tighties have a pocket if you're brave enough.
And ladies and gentlemen, on that note, y'all have a great one. Celebrate Batman in Detective Comics 1000. Get it from a local comic shop near you this Wednesday. That's horrible. Horrible.
Where else would it be? Like, that's the thing. Like,
oh my God.
I was wondering the same things. I'm like,